Look at shit however you want to look at it. You can think I'm manipulating you, tricking you, deceiving you. But if you mark my motherfucking words, you will find the story of truth written on every verb, noun, pronoun, adjective, and adverb. So, if you can't handle the truth, and if the truth ain't in you, you ain't got no goddamn business breathing. You wasting air for motherfuckers who absolutely deserve to breathe a good, clean air without these hateful, resentful, self-centered, selfish motherfuckers. That's just the way it is. So, motherfuckers tell you they love you, and they think you falling for that shit, but you watching these snotty ass looks. Don't touch my people. Like you gonna do something to them. Motherfucker, I wouldn't let you buy me if I was gonna do something to somebody near you. That shit would have been over. The real love is when you know a motherfucker ain't no goddamn good, but you give them a chance to redeem themselves. They ain't no good. Or a pack of rotten ass rats is what they be. They don't never run alone. They always run in groups because can't none of them stand on their own goddamn 2 feet and earn they shit like I did. Ain't nobody gave me a motherfucking thing but a few people. And I'm grateful for every last one of them. And better not nobody fuck with now one of them. And that's just the way it is. See, I only get the hard cases in my life. The hardest of the hard cases, when you see me sitting on your goddamn couch looking at you in your goddamn eye, you was a fucked up motherfucker or I wouldn't have been sitting there. You see me wake up with me laying next to you and you wasn't right. You see me standing there. So I'm the one that's supposed to be cleaning this shit up. I'm the one paid the price. It's my house. All 6 sectillion tons of this motherfucker. And I can't even tell you the rest of it because your brain can't grasp it. You don't even know what the 6 sectillion tons is. So, I mean, somewhere along the line, somebody, somewhere, have to be grateful for something other than what a motherfucker can do for you. Why you can't be grateful to do something for somebody else? That's another form of gratitude. I'm grateful to have the means to be able to help motherfuckers that can't help themselves. That's something. I'm grateful to be in a position to help those who cannot help themselves. Those who don't know how to overthrow this monster that's been on our back. Look at the leaders that rose up against this goddamn machine, and we still in this goddamn position. So when all of them had a chance, and they all been cut down, and they all been crossed out, and they all been betrayed by their own goddamn kindred, by their own motherfucking crew, by their own clan, somebody got to come along to have a different angle of looking at the whole situation, a different way of looking at the story. Because if you keep looking at the shit the way everybody in history looked at it, you're going to be stuck in the past. You're going to be stuck in the past. Ain't no sense of getting stuck in the past. That's not going to serve nobody no good. To be stuck in a rut, not being able to raise yourself up because you want to close your eyes to truth when it's before you. You want to close your eyes to what you know to be right and exact. You want to close your eyes to that which you know is correct and just. I can't tolerate that. I don't get down like that. That's not my stilo. That's not my lane. My lane is the lane that can help the most people. My lane is the lane that can redeem us from this monster. I done did the fucking work, and I done cracked the uncrackable code. And they said only one motherfucker was capable of it. Well, I must be that one motherfucker because I cracked it. They all know I cracked it. They know who I am. They know where I'm at. And you see me, I'm just walking my dogs. I ain't got no security. I got no security. I'm just walking my dogs because that's what I do. Hang out with my clique. The motherfuckers I know, without a goddamn doubt, grateful. If I run out of money and I can't feed them for a couple days, they still love me and they still grateful. They don't look at it like I did something wrong because the social structure is designed to cause us to fall on our face at every turn. Hey, Bronx, no, Bronx. This way. Onyx. Come on. So, we sit here in the sun, grasp us some solar rays, and we raise our energy levels up so we can face the day, face the world. This is nothing. This is child's play, kid work. There's no resistance to this shit. This shit ain't hard. It ain't hard at all. But people fail to see what is before them. The whole science of alchemy is predicated on turning the bad shit in yourself into some good shit. Turning your rotten ass ways into some better ways so you can be a better person, male or female. All of us might fall on the journey. That's part of the struggle. You know, watch track and field. You see runners fall, sometimes get up and still win the race. Sometimes they only come in second, but they didn't stop. They didn't quit. They didn't give up. They didn't bow down, submit, capitulate to oppression, bullying, greed, selfishness, or any of those things. They just handled that. Pulled themselves up and handled that. But now, we ain't got to tolerate it anymore. If they ungrateful, then they don't deserve to breathe the air that the righteous breathe. They don't deserve to walk on the free land that the righteous walk. The trap and the hole that you dig for me, wherever you at, because I see a whole lot of holes, but I only see them in singles. I don't see them in pairs, because my mama say if you're going to dig a hole for a motherfucker, dig two. Dig two. You won't be putting me in there. I've been there. I've done that. And I'm not going back until I'm ready. Till I know this shit clean up, I'm not going nowhere. And y'all eyes gon' see how motherfucking all wise, right and exact I be. So, the whole currency that we deal with in the exchange of values, the currency is to accept with love, kindness, compassion, and appreciation. When you can't do that, then you got an agenda. You gotta have an agenda, or because it would be coming from a true place. And those things can only come from a true place. And a lot of these motherfuckers ain't got no truth in them. They a product of that goddamn beast. The liar from the beginning with no truth in him, remember him? That's where they come from. That's what they are. And so, I'm gonna tell y'all in the simplest terms possible, gratitude changes everything. When you having a bad day, find something in your life to be grateful for, and it'll improve your mood. It will improve and inspire you to elevate to the next level, to face the day, face the opposition. But when you ungrateful, whatever you get, you deserve. Whatever you get, you deserve when you ungrateful, you know? And I ain't gonna carry this on and drag this out. I'm gonna go and continue walking my dog. I'm gonna look through my comments right quick and see if I got any questions. Ross, you all call. Yeah, I stay in the temple, my personal temple. They call the cave the ancients. Now, this is the reason mystics don't come out in the open. And the mystics don't come out in the open because when they're going through the transformation, it terrifies the people around them from the energy signature because they feel the presence of a returning God. That's what they feel. So you stay in the temple and you don't come out unless somebody call you out. See, I don't deal with people unless people call me out the temple. I don't go nowhere uninvited unless I have to go tend to some business that's personal. And if I don't go nowhere uninvited, I should be welcome wherever I go. But people call me out of the temple. They call me out of developing and becoming something that they'll never be able to believe I would become. Because I was doing my due diligence and my service in the development of the self so I can help the most people. All the ones that want it, all the ones that need it, all the ones that care about people that care about them. I took the hard road so that when I get to this point, I will have the discipline, I had a focus and the concentration to move forward in the face of any opposition. I ain't no ways tired, you know? So let me see, never done. Who say that? Carmen, you out cold. You sound like me. Diane, I see you. What's up, Portia? That's my girl Portia right there. That's one of my little researchers. I give her a crumb and see how big of a cake she can build from it. She's pretty good at it too. But I'm gonna wrap this one up. I don't care who in the alley. I go in that motherfucker in the dark. Ain't nothing in the alley worse than me. It ain't shit in the alley worse than me. I'm just trying to do this shit by the code of righteousness. But ain't nothing in the alley worse than me, so I don't have no fear, no alley. Got that, Lizanette? Ain't nothing in the alley worse than me. Ain't nothing in the jungle worse than me. Ain't nothing in the goddamn forest worse than me. Ain't nothing in the concrete jungle worse than me. I'm used to crawling in the gutter. Ain't got no problem with it. I don't have no problem with it. See, you put the negative shit on the outside so it can work like a magnet to suck it out the inside. That's alchemy. You know, so you live in a cave. You live in a restricted environment, enclosed environment, and it don't quite look up to standard. That serves two purposes. One, it serves as a cloak. Because that motherfucker can't be right. Look at his motherfucking shit all out of order. Yeah, that's what you think. That's the first one. The second one is you can use it in alchemy to extract the negative shit out of the internal self. And the negative shit coming out of the internal self allows you to move up another notch. Some of us have to be in that negative situation and environment for a longer period of time than others because we climb into a higher height. But y'all wouldn't know about that because y'all got all the answers. And I'm insane, crazy, selfish, all that shit y'all claim I am. But when all y'all motherfuckers fall, y'all all come back to the same sorry, worthless, low-down, rotten motherfucking, no good motherfucker. Every one of you rotten motherfuckers come back to the same, because you know, if you tell him you need and he have, he's gonna give. Because it ain't about the money. It's about the people. It ain't about being selfish, it's about being unselfish. And it ain't about trying to manipulate and connive your way to the top. It's about trying to work your way to what you earn. Earn your way. And my mom used to tell me when I was growing up, she'd say, baby, if you can't pay your way, earn your way. So you give a motherfucker an opportunity to show they worth, and they show you they ain't worth shit. So they ought to be sleeping in a pile of shit. So what do? Leave their ass in the pile of shit they ought to be sleeping in. They right at home where they need to be. Now, sometimes we pick up riffraff along the way, and we don't want to give up on them because we genuinely care about their condition and their position. When everybody else turn on them, we go get them. Ain't got nobody else. Don't nobody want them around them, but then they cross the only motherfucker that go and put everything on the goddamn line for them. They don't have to do it out of the kindness of their heart because they love unconditionally. So you can't do that to people. You can't take people's life energy and corrupt it for your own selfish gain. You can't take what a man earned with his hard work through your conniving and deceit. And I ain't worried about it. I take it however it comes, you know. I done slept next to snakes, rats, motherfucking other types of rodents, insects, parasites. All of them look like humans, but everything that look human ain't human. Y'all gotta learn that. Everything that look human ain't human. See, you gotta be careful how you treat people in the physical world, because you don't know what their rank is in the spiritual world. And if they got a high enough rank in the spiritual world, all that dirt you did gonna come home and knock on your goddamn door and suffocate your ass. Because you can't dig your way out because you didn't listen when the lessons were being handed out. I get a Jewels away free. Anybody know me will tell you I get a Jewels away for free. I went and did the work so I can pass this shit out, because I know that the task is difficult. The struggle is hard. You know, people need help. They can't all find their way, so somebody that find their way got to show the others. You know, but we get too selfish. We get caught up on, oh, he got this. Maybe I can figure out a way to maneuver and get it out of his motherfucking possession so I can own what he worked for. Y'all lost y'all goddamn mind. So I'm going to let you think what you want to think. Feel what you want to feel. Believe what you want to believe, but you can't stop the unstoppable. You can't move the unmovable. You can't break the unbreakable. And this is what the sons of righteousness is. I ain't the only one. Physically, as a man, you might be able to do something to this physical body, but I ain't just a man. I'm something else. I'm something else that I work hard to be. That I put in long, laborious hours of studying the self, studying the world and the universe, from the microcosm to the macrocosm, from the above to the below. In order to be able to understand the mechanism of heaven, I went to hell. That shit wasn't nothing. Whole bunch of disfigured motherfuckers down there from that Babylonian shit that didn't understand how to ascend. So they didn't have a right to eternal life, so he had to figure out what to do for them. So he had to give them a drop of that royal blood. And all of the families on this planet participated. Because Mama said everybody should have a right to ascend. And everybody should have a right to eternal life. Nobody should be denied that because of some wicked bastard science. So, the only means of eradicating the defect was what they call the healing factor in the blood of the natives of the planet. When they made this Ghulam in Babylon, they made him in what you call an egg, but it wasn't an egg like an ostrich egg. It was made out of clay. The reason they made it out of the clay is so that they could steal the mitochondria out of the earth in the soil that was dormant and activate it and slide it under the radar. So this is why they say they formed man from the dust of the ground. No, they formed him in the dust of the ground. They made the clay that they dredged from the Nile, the White Nile, the Blue Nile, the Tigris, and Euphrates. They got the richest soils on the planet in order to extract the mitochondria that was dormant in the earth. And when I go back one of these days, I'm going to pull up one of my posts from back a while ago where I actually identified for a young lady exactly what it was. The exact microchemical. I don't want to tell y'all now. I want to pull the post up so you can see the date it was posted and you can go look it up for yourself. I think it was a comment in one of the Crub statue groups that I did. And I explained it to her because she asked, what the hell is this? And I gave her some references to it. So they stole the mitochondria out of the earth. They sealed and cloaked their Ghulam with sulfur so that we couldn't recognize what was being done in their laboratories. Like we wasn't going to find out. And like we wasn't going to be able to fix it. Y'all thought y'all laid down a serious plan. Y'all ain't did shit. Slowed me down a little bit. You know, y'all got tired of me kicking y'all ass. The only way y'all leave is if I had to give it all up. Told you motherfuckers I'd be back. 2,000 years in the making. Hearts died in sin. Hindsight 2020. Want to try it again? I've been back many times and I'll still rise again. So, I'm going to leave y'all with that. That's just something I wanted to get off my chest because I'm tired of people not understanding that I didn't get no handouts. A couple people gave me a hand up, but I didn't get no handouts. I did the work to get where I am. I did the work, I made the sacrifices. And I never denied anybody that came to me sincerely asking for help. Y'all still don't get it. This shit bigger than one person. Just about all of us. But no, y'all can't see that. All y'all can see is $5, a pack of cigarettes, and probably a blunt and a drink. That's the entire